Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another creative fun time episode with Scar as we continue to build this amazing modern house. And in today's episode, we will finish up our lawn, flowers, and hedgework and trees, but also make one super awesome pond. So let's get this episode underway. Alright, and welcome back to modern house build. And I wanted to show you guys this area that I've been working on a little bit to kind of enhance the landscape in this area just outside of our house's fence. So as you can see, I just added a little bit of extra plant life in here, I think this is a better gravel block than the gravel block itself. So I like to kind of use that in replace of the gravel block. And excuse me, Bob, the building inspector creeper. And yeah, so I just kind of added a little bit of extra landscape here and there. I like the tall grass in this area. I think it makes a nice kind of a beachfront feel a little bit there, and then a little bit of ferns. So yeah, I think this area kind of came out nice. And this is just a little bit of, rock and a little bit of gravel in this corner. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So let's fly on up over here. And I have kind of come up with what I want to do for the pool. So over here, I kind of enhanced this area just a little bit over here too. But the pool will sit in this area right about here. And we're going to kind of have a 2-level pool. We're going to do some palm trees. Maybe I even have a little island in the middle of the pool. But yeah, I think that's going to look pretty cool. And then I'm thinking maybe for over here, so I kind of cut down some of the foliage over here. And maybe a tennis court. Tennis court, I think, would lend itself well to Minecraft because it's pretty, flat, and we could do the lines and things of that nature. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. So let's fly to our project area over here, and I placed down the 2 markers where I'm going to do an island, and I'm thinking about doing trees on either one of these and kind of create this area of our yard to be more like a park feel a little bit. So I'm kind of feeling like doing that. So let's kind of get started here by working on our lawn. So we're just going to get down the basics of the lawn first, and then we're going to get to the nitty-gritty details of all the things that we're going to build today. So yeah, pretty excited to get some of this done, and this will be finally complete our front lawn, or our front yard. So then we'll finally get this all done. We can go to the pool and the tennis court and all sorts of other cool things that we have planned for the backyard, and this house will be pretty well complete. Yeah, so this is looking pretty good. So let me finish the lawn, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. So we're just finishing up the last bits of the lawn here. So we'll just fill in this last little piece along here, and we'll put that last piece there, and one more row of dark green. There we go. So I started to add a few bushes to kind of get an idea of scale. I kind of pushed in a little bit here and added a little bit more dirt there and added some bushes here. I also kind of like adding 1 row of bush blocks down 1 level down a little bit. Just adds a little more dimension for our plants. So there we go. Kind of see down into our horses. Hello there, guys. How are you all in there? All right, so let's fly on over here and let's get started here. So this is where I want to make a pond. So I'm just going to kind of start to kind of block in a little bit of this area here. There we go. So just kind of working a little bit of a pond shape here. I think it's just kind of a nice little park feel I want to create over here. Maybe later we could do maybe even a swing for our tree that will go here, or maybe a park bench of some kind. So something like that would be kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure how to make a park bench in Minecraft, but I'm sure I can figure out how. So yeah, I want to make kind of a nice shape for a pond here. So let's dig down a little bit. So wait, hold on there, Scar. Hold on. Let's actually fill this in with water. There we go. So we can get rid of these blocks now. And let's see. So let's get the water going in here. Nice, nice. And this will just add a nice little element to this area. So this would be, you're in your super cool house and you want to go and enjoy the nature. You come over here, kind of relax, taking the nice calm nature sounds. There we go. So then we just kind of dig down a little bit here. There we go. Just kind of cutting in here. I like how the sand's under here, so that's nice. An extra little detail there. We'll add some plants and some things of that nature along in here too. I think that'll look pretty good. So we can also dig down just a little bit. There we go. Add just a little extra sand right there. There we go. Dig down just a little bit. There we go. All right, good. Got that. Almost feeling like we should push in just a little bit more right here. Add just a little bit more there. Add 1 more block there. Yeah, I could do that. And then maybe just cut this in just a little bit right there. And then just fill that in like so. There we go. And just take 1 second here to give us a little bit of light. There we go. Okay, good. All right, I like that. So let's back off there for a second. And I'm just going to stick in a few of these blocks like so. There we go. Add just one right there and maybe one right here. Cut in a little bit there. And see how you do it? Just add a little bit here or there. Just this, I think at least this looks a little bit like kind of gravel, and then we can stick in a few blocks like this. So it's just some mossy cobble block here or there. And now in survival we can do this pretty easily now because we can craft our own mossy cobblestone. There we go. And let's see what we have here. Now I'm looking for, there we go. And then sometimes I like to just stick maybe one up there like that, one to the side, maybe something like that. Maybe even dig down one like something like that. Cut in right there. And yeah, I think that looks okay. I think that looks okay for now. And then what we could do too is maybe we could just make kind of a low tree hang over here. So maybe just something like this here. Let's see, how about we go like that? There we go. And just beef this area up just a little bit more like that. Let's see. So just trying to find a good way of making just kind of a low tree, just a small tree here that kind of low hangs over. Maybe we could just make it like a little Japanese maple, maybe something like that over here. There we go. There we go. Put that along here. So that would be kind of nice, I think. Just a little bit of a low hanging tree that's right here. It's kind of big now. But just something that doesn't have a lot of leaves, that kind of a little bit of a nice kind of koi pondish type plant that maybe you might see in a Japanese garden of sorts. There we go. Just put something like that along there. I think that might be nice. It's a little bit bigger than I was kind of envisioning, but we'll see. We'll see about that tree. We can always adjust here or there. So I want to put a few orchids here or there. So we'll just stick a couple of these guys in and around here. Not too many. There we go. That's probably good for those. And then for our plant life, we can head into our magical inventory. And let's see. Help me find some plants here. Shout out. Shout out. Scar, use that. Use that. All right. So we'll just put a couple of these little grass blocks here or there. There we go. Stick some of those in there like that. Nice. There we go. And then some ferns. Can't go wrong with a couple ferns here or there. And just stick a couple of these bad boys in here. Nice. All right, my tree is blocking my flight path. There we go. And yeah, just a nice little pond here. Yeah, so I think that's probably good for now. We'll come back here and maybe spruce up our tree a little bit and add some more detail here or there. But yeah, so I want to finish some of these garden pieces over here. So let's fly on over here. And I'm thinking about doing something here. So maybe a fountain of some kind, or maybe just a different kind of plant or tree. So maybe you let me know what we should do right there. So I'm not 100% sure. I want to do something different there just to kind of break it up. See, we also have another little section right here too, just so it's not all the same. There we go. So do something like that. Maybe stick that guy up there like that. And then come over here, dig down a little bit like that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. I think it's pretty nice. It's starting to come out. I don't want everything to be symmetrical. A lot of the design is symmetrical in this house, but I wanted the outside to be a little bit different, have a little bit different feel in the area. There we go. Perfect. I like that. Dig down here just a little bit. Looks like the plants are kind of growing outwards a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Dig down just a little bit there. Very nice. I like it. I like it. And I want this plant to be actually pretty big right here, really kind of growing up in that area. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. For over here, I think I'm going to kind of do something like that, and then just kind of make these guys go up here a little bit, kind of cover up some of the house a little bit. I think that'll look nice. There we go. Put that in there like so. Just covers up some of these white walls that we have right here. Now I might do maybe some more designs right here, but I'm not sure what yet. There we go. Perfect. All right. So give me 1 second here. Let me kind of catch my breath a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. So I worked on a few things that we've already worked on before, like the olive tree. So I planted those right there and kind of built up the banks along here, added some extra plant life. So we already know how to build those from the last episode. And then I added an additional oak tree on this side and one on this side. So got that all planted. And I've been working on one for the center for an island. So this kind of adds a little more to that park feel that we're kind of going for over here. So I kind of built up the trunk a little bit. As you can see, it's a nice thick one. This is a nice old one that the house was maybe built around. And good design in house building always builds around those ancient trees that are all built up, at least if it's a good design and a good builder. So we'll just kind of bring in the life of the tree here. So start to add some branches on each one of the little stems that reach out into the air. So we'll just bring that out here. And yeah, so so any good house build, which hopefully this is a good build, or at least in real life, I mean, in California, which this house is kind of based off of a house in California, this is where I would think this house would be. A lot of the builders usually try to preserve some of the ancient oaks. So you always see when they're building houses, they usually put a bunch of orange fences around the big oak trees to try to save them and try to build around them, because it'd be pretty bad to take those down. Pretty bad. All right, so just kind of filling in the leaves here, just one little bit at a time here, and just getting those all in there, nice and good, nice and thick. So I want this to be a pretty thick tree along here. There we go. So when you want to come out and relax after a long day or something along those lines, you come over here and walk through your little makeshift park you have in your backyard or side yard. Pretty darn awesome. Just kind of fill this in a little bit. So now we have some hanging leaves coming down here. There we go. So get some of those in there. Very nice. There we go. Just fill this in a little bit more over here, and then we'll drop the leaves down a little bit on that side too. Bring out the leaves on this side just a teeny bit to there. So, and I also need your guys' help, because I want to put something unique in these two little sections right here. So keep trying to come up with something cool for there. I'll probably leave those blank for this episode so I can get an idea what you guys think would look good. I want to do another type of tree, or maybe a bush, a kind of a unique, just something unique in those two corners that's not in the rest of the front yard. So put on your thinking caps and come up with a good idea. There we go. There we go. Put that along there. And yeah, I think this is starting to come out pretty good. So we'll get this tree planted here, and then we'll have quite a bit of foliage around the house. And I think once we get a little look at the end of the video from above, I think we're going to really like what we see from the landscaping around the house. I think it's really going to complement the house and make it look very nice. There we go. So what do you want to see first? Do you want to see the pool get built first, or do you want to work on the tennis court, or what do you guys think? Which episode should be our next episode? Tennis court, or start the pool, or maybe some of the other landscaping out there. I'm thinking about doing a swing in this tree, so we need to kind of work on that too. There we go. All right, and welcome back. So let's take a look at our tree. And there it is, pretty darn awesome, all built up there, all looking awesome. So one thing we're going to start to work on right over here is just make another island, but this one's not going to be, fully treed and everything. It's just going to have some nice bushes along here. And then we'll put some flowers in there, looking all super cool. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe we could add a little bit extra space back here. Just give it a little extra room. There we go. And just put extra flower there, extra bushes there. So one thing I'm looking at real quick over here is, I wonder if we have too many flowers. That maybe I should kind of bring the flowers, maybe take out the flowers in some of these rows across here, and just have the flowers under the trees and in the islands, and maybe in some of these areas that jets out, and then in front of the house. Maybe kind of leave some of these long stretches blank like this running along here, and just add the flowers as visual interest at the corners of the house. I don't know. I kind of thought about that because I kind of like this area just kind of plain a little bit without any flowers. So I don't know, just things to think about, things we can change as we go along. Oh, your opinion on that would be very much appreciated, because I'm not sure. I kind of thought about that as I was going along here, thinking, you know what, I wonder if there's too many flowers. Kind of got flower crazy, if you will, so we'll kind of rein that back in a little bit. And just add a little extra room under here for our tree. There we go. Just add a little extra dirt along it. There we go, perfect. And now we can just fill this in with a little bit of plant life. There we go. Get some of that in there. I think that'll look pretty cute. And let's see, put a couple bushes right there. Dig down for one bush there. Put another one right there. Yeah, I like that. And then we can start to add some flowers in the area. And let's see, put some over there. Get some of these tulips in these corners over here. There we go. Hey, do we have a, wait, let's see, we have a daffodil? Do we? I wonder if we do or not. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And that's good over there. And yeah, so I'm going to kind of play around with it a little bit and see if I like it better with, you know, having the plants under the trees instead of these long stretches like that. Or maybe just have them in these little corners like this. So if we just stuck a few flowers in here and then, you know, accent it with a few tulips. And then let's see, we could do another set like right here in this corner. If we decide, if we can't come up with anything awesome for this spot, we could do something like that. And then let's see, put another bush there, put a fern there or two. But yeah, and then just have these stretches right here be blank, and it kind of makes these little pockets of flower beds instead of have the flowers, you know, just wrap all the way around. I don't know, something to think about that we could maybe do. But yeah, so let's get a look at this from above. There we go, fly on up over here. And look at that, that is pretty cool. That is pretty darn awesome. So let's do a low flyby over here. And fly on over here, taking a look at our little garden in our yard. We have a beautiful oak tree growing up over here. We can kind of come over here and enjoy our little pond. I wish we had some fish floating in there. That would be swimming. Floating would mean they're dead, so that's not good. So we'll just say they're swimming, and so they're swimming along and they're doing their thing. And I'll maybe do like a park bench right here. I think something like that might be good. We could do that later. And yeah, so I think that is just about it. We've got one pretty super awesome front yard, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, because this has been Good Times with Scar. I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. If you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're taking this wood here. And this is nice because it has the light grays, and as you can see there. And we're also going to take the birch leaves. And this is the closest I can come up with to make an olive tree. So I think it's pretty cool. But this is kind of a manicured olive tree. Maybe not something that would actually, like, you would see, you know, kind of naturally grow.